The cyclic changes occurs in the female reproductive system during ovulation, known as menstrual cycle. Right, during menstrual cycle there are several changes occurs by the hormonal actions. So the stepwise manner it will take place. So now in this class I am going to give you a comparative study. A normal menstrual cycle, how it will occur. If during the menstrual cycle fertilization occurs, what happens? So the comparative study I am going to give you in this lecture. First of all, normal menstrual cycle I want to explain. So if the fertilization does not takes place, what happens? So the first 1 to 13 days, the first 13 days of time in the menstrual cycle is called as follicular phase. During follicular phase, so the follicles of ovarian follicles start growing in a size, and they get a maximum size at the day of 14. So here, for the development of follicles, there is the requirement of some hormones known as follicular stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone and female sex hormone estrogen. These three hormones required to carry on the follicular phase. So gradually the FSH and LH will increase day by day. At the day of 14, what happens? FSH will the release of FSH will stop and LH will release in higher quantity. So the 14th day, LH release in higher quantity known as LH sludge, luteinizing hormone sludge. So that day LH release in more quantity, the follicle, ovarian follicle ruptures and ovum will release. This stage is known as ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase occurs at the day of 14, and ovulation occurs in the presence of LH hormone. Once ovum is released, so now I am in this one is a normal menstrual cycle, means no without fertilization, so that its lifetime is 1 day, it will die. So remaining phase 15 to 28 phase is known as luteal phase. So ruptured ovarian follicle. So ovarian follicle gives the ovum, secondary oocyte, generally we call as secondary oocyte. So this ruptured ovarian follicle is known as corpus luteum, whose lifetime is 14 days if fertilization does not occur. So corpus luteum releases a hormone known as progesterone. So luteal phase carry on in the presence of progesterone, and progesterone secreted by the corpus luteum, and the day after 28 days corpus luteum degenerates and becomes corpus albicans. So once the release of progesterone stops and even the release of estrogen stops, so there is a no hormonal condition will take place. When no hormonal condition takes place, such phase is known as menstruation or secretory phase, where the dead ovum and ruptured endometrium with the help of blood, so there is a bleeding stage we call as. So 3 to 5 days the bleeding stage will take place. So there are no hormones. See here, hormones action. FSH, LH, estrogen play vital role in follicular phase, and for the ovulation LH is required. Of course LH is releasing, but the day LH releases more in quantity, ovulation takes place. Once ovum died without fertilization, then the next 14 days work performed by the progesterone. The progesterone released from the corpus luteum, ruptured ovarian. That is why its phase name is luteal phase. The maintenance of second, third phase is maintained by corpus luteum. So progesterone once the day the progesterone releasing stops, so what happens? No hormonal condition takes place. That is called as menstruation or bleeding stage or secretory phase. So again, the stimulation of FSH and LH starts the day 1 follicular phase. This is a common menstrual cycle without fertilization. So follicular phase, if now I am going to tell you fertile cycle. So up to here there is a common FSH, LH is estrogen will work, and 14th day LH will release. So with that ovum will release. So that day if sperm entered into female reproductive system, if it is combined to form the zygote, then the 15th day to 280 days, so the third stage will continue, that is called as gestation. Here the maintenance of this is nothing but pregnancy, the maintenance of pregnancy by the progesterone itself. But the difference between progesterone in luteal phase and progesterone role in gestation or pregnancy period is progesterone, once the fertilization takes place, zygote is formed, corpus luteum lifetime becomes into 3 months, remember. So 3 months corpus luteum will release progesterone to maintain the pregnancy. So after 3 months, here what happens, placenta will form. At 4th month placenta will form in the female reproductive system. So the placenta will take this role of releasing progesterone. So corpus albicans means it degenerates, but progesterone production will continue, but the role changed. So up to 3 months corpus luteum maintains, and after 3 months placenta will maintain to release the progesterone. So after 280 days, see here, after fertilization the pregnancy period is 266, and 266 before 14 days also there, 266 plus 14, 280 days. So remember our gestation period is 280 days, but after fertilization 266 days only. These 14 days before ovum, there are ovum production there, means gestation period or period counts from the day ovum start growing or mature or proliferation. So our gestation period we tell as 280, but after fertilization it will be 266 days only. In this 266 days, first 3 months maintained by the corpus luteum, then corpus luteum degenerates, placenta will release progesterone, and after 280 days oxytocin hormone, progesterone stops, then oxytocin hormone released from the pituitary gland. So oxytocin releasing, that day oxytocin release in higher in quantity, so then the movement of uterus will start and the baby will come out, the parturition. Here menstruation, parturition, there is a similarity here, bleeding stage and birth stage, nothing but of course in the same way. Here dead ovum is sending out, here a fully grown baby is sending out. So here oxytocin play vital role in parturition. So once baby is discharged, will come outside, then the next cycle will carry on. So these are the differences between normal menstrual cycle and pregnancy. Thank you.